Carolyn, back at it going overseas. We need one word. Tell us why assistant coach Rick Staten is not here right now.
Ankle. I gotta go practice.
We're here with Sky Blue FC head coach Jim Gabarra. Just had the team come in, coach here for the trip to Japan, where we'll be leaving in the morning. Now, with all the work and all the preparation that's gone into making this trip a truth, how's it feel today to actually be here, so close to actually leaving with the team?
It's very gratifying. I was getting concerned that all of a sudden everyone would go, I can't make it. So it's nice to have everybody here and get started, even though it's a beautiful day outside. But we chose to train indoor, not only because of the time of day, but the unpredictable weather in Jersey.
And it is kind of a, I guess somewhat of an unusual circumstance, you would say, in the how the team was put together. Can you kind of talk to us a little bit about the process of, how the players were assembled for the roster?
Yeah, it's really unique. I mean, we started with the original list, which this was supposed to be our preseason trip for WPS for Sky Blue, and so we initially went back to that group. Obviously, you have the international players could not make the trip, and then I started building it up with. I called Aaron up in Western New York and see if there's some players up there. So there's 4 Western New York Flash players, and then we added some players who were going to be coming in to try out, and also some players, a couple other players from other teams. It kind of became word of mouth, but there was a deadline of about a month ago where we had to put in names because we had to get visas.
And how tough is it when you you only have this one training here on I guess American turf before you head over to Japan, and kind of for everyone to get acclimated and everything? How tough is it to just to kind of get everybody on the same page?
I think it's going to be difficult, but then again, I mean, you don't even have enough time really to get too organized. So in some senses, that's a benefit because players will sit back on what they understand, and it's up to us to figure out a system and what everyone does collectively as a group, and put that out on the field.
And for those that don't know about the level of talent that the WPS Sky Blue FC side will be going against in Japan, can you talk to us just a little bit about Onek and some of the talent that's on that roster?
It's a great roster. I mean, they've got 8 players who were just in the Algarve Cup with the Japanese national team. So, they get great crowds over there. They get great support, and right now Japan and France and the U.S. and Germany, those countries are playing great soccer, and it's going to be a huge challenge for us. But we're really looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Safe travels, Coach, getting over to Japan, and I'm sure we'll be checking back in with you before too long.
Naimandai.
We're here with Kendall Fletcher, who had a really simple travel to get here to New Jersey. Why don't you just break it down for us a little bit, Kendall?
Well, it all started Monday in Australia, which was Sunday here. I got on a plane in Melbourne, and then I flew to Sydney, and then I got on the plane in Sydney, and I was on the runway about to take off, and the plane stopped and decided to go back to the gate. And we sat on the plane for a couple hours, and then they made us get off, and they canceled the flight, and I had to stay in a hotel in Sydney. And then I got on a plane the next day and flew all the way to LA. And then when I got to LA, I had a connection, but I missed it because I was in customs too long. So then they had to put me on a different flight, and then I got all the way to North Carolina through Houston at 11:30 p.m. on Tuesday night, which was Wednesday afternoon in Australia, which means I traveled for 2.5 days straight. And then the next morning, and then I had to pack, so I got to bed at 4 o'clock, and then the next morning I got on a plane at 10 o'clock and flew here, and now we had training, and I feel fresh as a daisy.
You ready to go to another continent?
Yay! Actually going right back to where I came from. So I did all that for nothing.
Glad to know you're doing so well with it, though, Kendall.
We're going to Japan.
That's all that matters.
That's right. Here we go. Okay, bye.